Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the show again. Before we get started, we want to pay homage to Ozzy Osbourne and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Both of them has transitioned this week, and we want to send our prayers and our condolences to their family. This is from the Mud Collective. Let's get started. Hey, real quick, hey, can we stop normalizing veneers? On some real shit. Yeah, can we stop normalizing that? I just seen dude with some veneers. He had his top teeth veneers and his bottom teeth are all jacked up. Look, if you got jacked up teeth, take your ass to the dentist, please. It ain't it's oral hygiene is so simple. You know what I'm saying? It take you not even what? Depending on how serious you are about your oral hygiene, it take you less than 5 minutes to brush your teeth. But people they taking the easy route out.
That's crazy, man.
Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't. Let's stop normalizing veneers. Let's stop normalizing BBLs. You know what I'm saying? People abusing Ozempic. Like Kendrick said, just get you a gym membership. You ain't that busy in your life. Let's be honest.
Man,
get you a gym membership.
Hey, man. I will say though, man. Oh shit. Some people teeth, man, they can't be salvaged, bro. Some people teeth is toe up. Ain't no saving some niggas, man. You feel me? Ain't no saving some niggas, man. Some of you people, you feel me, like the struggle is real. You feel me? So some people need them. You know what I'm saying? But I say when you get veneers, don't get those big ass Snow White teeth. You know what I'm saying? Looking like big ass mattresses and bricks in your mouth and shit. You feel me? But man. But hey, some people need them. But hey, I feel you on that. Some people go overboard with it, man. And if you can't get the top and the bottom, just wait till you get your bread up where you can get the whole set. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Like I'm not going to expose dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't need to give him no clout. But I'm over here and he talking about would you kiss me for $100K? He show his top veneers, but them bottoms he don't even got the bottom done. That's looking terrible.
Nope.
Like, what are we doing? See, a lot of things today that I realize, a lot of some of these trends and stuff, it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? It really needs to go. Like I said, the veneers, the BBLs, just some things is just, females walking around looking like ants. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like I can't.
Nigga said ants.
I can't. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Crazy work, man. So yeah, man. So your boy Shannon Sharpe settled $50 million to
you know what?
Yeah, to the sexual assault lawsuit with what's her name? Gabriella Zuniga. And she got her 50 million and retired.
Right off OF. And see, it's so many things wrong with that because that just sets the precedent and the standard of, men of power and in particular men of color and power see they fall victim to this. Now, the story from what I heard was with Shannon Sharpe, how he even met old girl in the first place. He met her at the gym. Didn't know nothing about her, met her at the gym, they exchanged phone numbers. And what's crazy is because she didn't even know who he was until her homegirl, she was talking to her homegirl. Now, this is all alleged, but this is what I've heard. This is how the story went. She was talking to her homegirl, and her homegirl showed her a picture and said, do you know who that is? He's the biggest podcast personality in the world. Like, he's a celebrity. She didn't even know who he was, and between you feel me? And what's crazy, Kale, because it's like, look at everything that's happened within these past couple months. You have the even as far as last year, it first started off with the Diddy and Cassie settlement. You know what I'm saying? Cassie got 30 million, but due to her taking the stand, it was found out that she actually got 20 million. She got the 10 million from the hotel. That's number one. Then it just trickles down from there because everybody's seeing these types of high profile
Wait,
cases
hold
going
on.
on.
So she got 10 million from the hotel?
Yes. from
Wow.
from from what, again, if anybody in the comment section want to correct me, go ahead. But what I've seen and from what I've heard is that
Hmm.
she got 10 million from the hotel, but the settlement with Diddy, she didn't get the whole 30 million. She ended up getting 20, according to the case.
Right.
Now that trickles down. Then you had the Tyler Perry accusations. You know what I'm saying? That got swept under the rug real quick. You don't hear nothing about that no more.
Real quick.
you know but
Hmm.
let's not forget, between the Tyler Perry situation and the Diddy situation, you had the Jay-Z situation. Me and you spoke about that. That came and it went.
Disappeared.
Disappeared, came and went. But then you have little also little accusations within, the community as well, being our no slight, but being our degenerate NFL stars. You know what I'm saying? They doing goofy stuff. They baby mama coming out the woodworks, got 6, 7 kids. They getting, they getting sued up the yin yang, and freaking he financially abused me and all this stuff. Now the Shannon Sharpe stuff came out of nowhere. And again, everything was consensual, but she tried to paint the narrative that she was getting grape and nothing was consensual. That he was filming. Here's what tripped me out, right, about the whole thing. She said, "Oh, he filmed me, and I didn't have any acknowledgement of it." But you're filming in front of your own screen with millions and upon millions of strangers you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Just get naked on camera,
Mm-hmm.
full of just millions of strangers. And then here we go with the allegations. Now you settle for 50 million. She's 19, if I'm not mistaken, 19, 20 years old. You turn her into a millionaire overnight. And then she retires.
We were just talking about this shit last night, man. Just easy bags. Easy bags. Sad bags, but easy bags. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And you know what, KO? Like this type, can't forget the CEO from astronomer CEO or something like that. Can't forget him on Coldplay Kiss Cam.
Oh yeah,
All
right.
Can't forget about him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He was making 500,000 a year.
That's dumb money.
Dumb money, billionaire, and you lost it. Why? See, and this, I was thinking about this a couple of days ago, especially after the CEO thing. How is it that men of power and money, how do you guys so easily fall victim to something just so minuscule? This is an easy fix because let's be honest, you're in a sphere of amongst powerful men. So if you have that quote unquote urge, somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that be like, hey, you know what? I got a professional group. They'll take care of you. You don't have to worry about, publicity or nothing like that. You'll be taken care of. So
Hmm.
how is it that y'all keep getting caught in this?
Right. Crazy, man. But you know how I go, man. A lot of times it just lands on our doorstep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it just lands on their doorstep, man. And shit, you fucking in court fighting allegations that don't even fucking exist.
And you know what else? It's even more. It's even more damning because in this day and time now, it's not necessarily the people, or it's not even necessarily the courthouse that ruins your reputation. It's the court of public opinion now. That's what matters the most.
Yes. Uh
The
huh.
public perception.
Uh-huh.
Now, Shannon Sharpe, he lost his ESPN deal because of this situation. You
I
know what
thought
I'm saying? Oh, he stepped down?
he stepped down. I
You
believe
see,
he
had no
stepped
choice.
down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he was probably forced to do that though.
Yeah.
He was probably forced to step down. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he stepped down from that shit, man. They like, man, they probably forced him to do that. Like, look, you good around here, man, but we feel like this is better for the network's reputation if you just take a break. You feel me? So heck
Yeah.
yeah, man. That's
You,
just
you know,
crazy. But you
you
see,
know,
but at the end of the day, you see, he didn't even fight that shit. So I mean, are the allegations true? You know, he didn't even fight it. He just paid her like, go on about your business. You know what I mean? But man, these men of power, like you guys need to be careful who you out here entertaining. You know what I mean? So real shit. Get your NDAs up, you know, get your hidden cameras up, you know, and
facts.
you gotta be careful with who you entertaining out here, man, because everybody out here wants something.
Especially nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Especially nowadays. This 19, 20 year old, she was online making a living showing her body. You know what I'm saying? For nasty, creepy men all around the world. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, I
So
wonder if he knew that though when they met in the gym. You know,
uh,
I wonder if he knew that. Like, okay, he did. Of course, he didn't come out and say, "Okay, this is who I am," because you know what I mean. He like, okay, we're gonna keep that on the low because the first thing she gonna start begging, you know. But but I'm wondering, like, okay, you know, did you say, okay, I'm a OnlyFans star, you know, or maybe she did tell him that. Maybe he peeped out the channel and like, okay, we're gonna see what it do, type shit, you know. So I don't know, but that could have went both ways though.
true. I can't imagine being on the top and the pinnacle of my success and then have my brand tarnished because I'm not moving according to that small 1% like everybody else should move. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So I was looking on I was watching something and somebody had brought something to my attention and it made sense. Look at Leonardo DiCaprio. Do
Mm-hmm.
you he pretty much do the same thing as Shannon Sharpe, but do you ever see him in some type of controversy? As you can see, he'll make his movie, he'll do a little debut, and then he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
He's never in the public eye no more. Why?
Fact.
Because he don't want his brand tarnished. But Shannon Sharpe, like you had the number one growing platform. You had a bunch of celebrities, you know what I'm saying? Upcoming celebrities. You know, your show was popping, your show was the go-to. But
Mhm.
now that this occurred, how does that perception change? Does anybody even want to be next to you because you just got this great allegation, this essay assault that's attached to your brand now? So
Right.
it's not Shannon Sharpe, the ex football player. It's not Shannon Sharpe with what's old boy name he used to co-host with?
Ocho.
Ocho. It's
Ocho
not
Cinco.
that Ocho Cinco. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that. No, it's now Shannon Sharpe, the rapist and the essay assaulter. That's your brand now.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's sad though, man. But you know, when it come to Leonardo DiCaprio, fam, like, look at Harvey Weinstein. Look at, you know, there's a lot of NFL players. You know what I mean? Ben Roethlisberger was accused of rape at one point. Um, but I'm saying though, that goes back to what we were talking about a couple of days ago. Even if Leonardo DiCaprio and all these other folks of non-color were out there doing these type of things, come on now, that shit would get swept under the rug so quick, and the white community is not going to drag them. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I don't feel like that's the same, man. You know, it's the black community. You know, not only does the court put a tarnish on your name and a false narrative on you, but you know, who do you have to thank for that? Also, who do you have to put the cherries on top of the cake? Your own community. You know what I mean? But you know,
True.
like white people are not gonna do that shit. You feel me? So, like I said, man, Ben Roethlisberger was the face of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm a Steeler fan. You know, but you know, he was accused of rape. That shit got swept under the rug. You think he faced any type of penalties for that? Got removed from the team, went under investigation? Hell no.
The double standard is real. And I think as somebody of color that's in a position of power, and you said this a long time ago too, you have to move you have to move twice as safe than the average person. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Certain things you cannot do because my homeboy has said this a while ago, and he said, as a black man, he said, regardless or if you're rich or poor, if you don't move carefully, you will get an asterisk by your name.
Of
And I
course.
didn't understand. I didn't understand when you meant that first.
Yes, of course. Of course. All that means is you better stay in line and stay in your place or it could be over for you. That's all that
Yeah.
means.
Regardless of what type of position you win in society, you will leave this earth with an asterisk by your name, regardless of what it is.
Facts.
That's sick. That's sick.